let's do this.
Oh my god, it's
Alright. Adrian did it?
That's what it looks like.
Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that.
In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you.
A mountain of evidence?
Yep.
I'm certain there's someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you.
Please, Mr. Lawyer. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? Can't let any sort of scandal ruin that.
I understand.
Oh, well, it's almost time, says question mark, Mia!
Mia.
Mia Bobia.
We must get a complete acquittal today. I know. But I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's, either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Well, let's get going. Beep, beep, beep!
No.
Oh no.
It's him!
It's him, my beloved.
The killer!
It's my secret lover.
This is Wright.
Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial.
Maya, she's unharmed, right?
Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired.
Everyone's fucking tired, dude.
Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial.
For your sake.
Which is why I sent you a little present this morning.
Present? What in the world would you want to give to me?
The flu.
You'll figure it out once the trial starts. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win today's contest, if you please.
Did you give us forged
Wait.
evidence or something? Bro, ain't no way. You better not give us
Kidnapper
like some
sent
forged
me a
evidence
present?
bullshit. I'll cry.
Mr. Lawyer, dude? Who was that?
No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything.
But
Dude, did your nose just get longer?
Haha.
how could you
Shut
not
the
hear
fuck
that?
up, I'm your
Isn't that
attorney.
like a walkie-talkie? How could you not hear that?
What the?
Oh,
Court is now in session for the trial of Madame Gar. All the prosecution and defense I'm sorry, I had to flinch because I thought I was gonna get whipped.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
There is a god! I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma? I don't know why I care.
He's so western.
I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me?
Your Honor, please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session.
Shut the fuck up.
If you must tell me, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has... This morning, Miss Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman.
What the?
What?
What? Shot?
In the heart, and you're to blame.
Somehow. I think this is the present that man was talking about.
Right. Can
His
you not, like, go
present.
kill people?
Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage.
Oh, but we've beaten her like 3 times. What do you mean advantage?
This is totally insane. Miss Von Karma, is she alright?
I don't have that answer.
Oh, Lord, I
She's alive in stable condition. Oh, she's alive and in stable condition. Oh, that's good. Whew. No.
It's him.
You're.
I thought he'd show up.
Your Honor. Oh my
God.
God! It's motherfucking Miles Edgeworth!
It's my husband. It's my
So
husband.
British. Oh my God.
Due to
Well,
the circumstances, Miss Francisca Von Karma cannot appear in court today.
shit.
Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally.
You bitch.
Oh my god, it's him! Oh my god, it's our
Oh.
Oh, I fucking miss being up here. Miss
I
Von
fucking
Com-
miss being in 3/4.
Oh, you're gonna get a kick out of this. Miss Von Comma was shot in a right shoulder.
Mr. Wright, why is that funny? I don't understand. Mr. Wright, I don't understand. Why is that funny?
Don't. It's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. Don't
And
worry
is
about it.
currently undergoing surgery.
Why? Who's that?
That's Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold on, I
and
need to mute real quick and get into the Pearl voice real quick.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
just an important person.
I suppose you could say she got a good old visit from Irony. Ha ha ha! Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Mattengard. I fucking missed you so much!
So do we like him or is he British?
Both.
The court acknowledges the prosecution. I fucking love you so much, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, who doesn't? Right.
I thought we loved Mr. Edward.
I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. Oh! Ha! By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Now then,
Oh, okay.
the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand.
Oh my god. It's the guy that wanted to show me the gun! Oh my god!
Wait, he showed you a gun, Pearls?
Oh, that was a while ago.
Witness your name and occupation.
My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down in the precinct. For now.
For now?
After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir.
What?
Detective Gumshoe.
Where will I go?
The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Stop being sad. Shut up. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir! That's what I like to see. Go get him, boy! Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that.
Get ready, Phoenix. This is gonna be one very rough fight. Yeah, it's not the first time I've heard that. It would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. Usually it's in the bed. The answer he was... I
What?
ignore that, Pearls.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was talking to... Yeah. The
Okay.
answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth.
My
Bare
goodness,
facts
this
of the
is-
case. Well, more like bear and want to read his case. Like, as his hotel room's full of bears.
Bear.
Did-
Red
did-
deep
Anyway.
as bear.
Oh my god, Feddy! Oh my god, Feddy!
Deep
I
as
love Feddy.
bear.
I love
This murder
Feddy.
happened after the Heroes Award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir.
Wow, really, Detective? I would have never figured that out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I know, it's really perplexing anyway. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder.
After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room.
Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant went alone to their rooms, sir.
I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Oh boy. Now I have to do the thinking.
Hey,
Oh.
alright. Prepare to put noggin to use. Let's do this.
Is there the next one? Next one? I want to go to that one. I want to press that one. Hold it!
Oh, I ran out.
The cause of death wasn't that because Mr. Corrida was stabbed in the chest?
Actually, I believe that'd be Sydney or Karita, but only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal.
Oh.
Wow.
Take a good, hard look at the crime photo. Now, real pros attention will be drawn here to this bandana. Banana. What?
Wait, is that what he actually?
He got a fucking monkey brain.
Oh, banana.
I love the judge.
His
He's so dumb.
bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir. Ah, yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana.
Oh my god. Then, what about the knife?
It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here. He's a smart cookie, that one.
Press this. Hold it! I don't
Hold it.
much force and aggression.
Oh,
Why did you think that?
Objection.
Because it was empty, pal. The Jammin' Ninjas doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? We thought of that too, but...
I'd kill for a good guitar.
Pearls. Not now.
What?
Not now.
Oh, okay.
But...
The only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims.
only the victims, huh?
I see. Ah, so much for my theory then.
It was a good
days,
theory.
Judge. One of these days, Judge. You'll get it. You'll get it.
It was a good theory. Press that. Hold it! What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case?
The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Carita, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So, you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the guitar case?
You mean he forgot?
Yes, sir! Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. He forgot, sir.
So that guitar case was empty before he even got to the hotel.
Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. Case.
That's kinda... sus.
I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife.
Wait, that wasn't established before that he was choked, was it?
Well, I mean...
What? I don't understand.
Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Matt on guard? Because there was a reason enough to suspect him.
Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing.
Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. Why arrest on guard? Matt on guard and Juan Carita were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja costume and was found Mr. On Guard's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant brought the knife from the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. Oh. And there's this button. That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood? Yes, so we know the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir.
What?
Oh, well, look at that. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, this point's fairly clear to the defendant, doesn't it? Oh, yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet? Right.
They're playing Phoenix Wright.
I'll find the hole in your argument somehow.
Oh, you've never been good at finding the right hole. You can press as hard as you'd like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions.
He's a
Edgeworth, don't do this now. We have a child in here.
Hi.
Hello, Felix. The lawyers are gay.
I'll
That's all you need to
explain.
know.
I'll explain. I'll explain to Felix. You guys keep going.
All right.
Grr. Next. Press. Wait, just 1 second here. Mr. Ingard was beating Mr. Corrida in the I said that weird. Mr. Corrida in the popularity polls.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I guess, but
Nobody fucking cares about the Jamin Ninja.
Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective, it's not. Well, I guess if you put it that way, then I mean, yeah, the defendant would have no motive. Objection! Oh, it's been a while since I did that. Ha! Anyway, detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired. What? No! Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! That's... I look forward to your pension negotiations. What? No! Now, detective, let's continue the testimony.
Damn, Edgeworth's being a bitch.
No! Not my poor pension, too!
Not his pension.
Detective! If you value your money, I suggest you proceed! Yes, sir. We can talk about my pension later, sir.
What about what I was saying? Hello? Anyone?
Oh god. I'm struggling.
Go to the next one real quick. Press this one. I'm not gonna hold it every time. I can't do that. Sorry. When was this button found?
Oh my god.
Pretty soon after the body was found, we rounded up everyone who knew Mr. Correa. And then we did a search on them all. That's when we found the button. So it was almost immediately after the murder. The police didn't have the free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people.
Hey, what is he trying to say about me here?
I'm telling you, he's mean. He's a meanie. You don't know why you like him. He's a meanie.
Go to the next one real quick.
No!
Press. Slam. There's no way this was a premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife.
Sorry, pal. This isn't some pocket knife. It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either.
Well, it's not good. The prosecution can prove it was a premeditated murder. We're done for. Phoenix?
Oh my god,
Yes?
Phoenix, right. Ace of Bernie.
There's something very interesting about what the detective said just now. Think carefully, before it's too late. A button covered in the victim's blood.
She never just tells us what it is. Like,
I know,
people's
Pearls.
lives are on the line, and she
That's what-
insists on being...
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Pearls.
Okay.
And a knife with Ingard's fingerprints. Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing. We're still in a world of trouble. Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in his testimony, no matter how small it may be. Okay, Phoenix?
Yeah, thanks for the fortune cookie advice, Mia.
Wow.
Alright.
I hate her. I hate her.
Okay, next. Next. I was gonna press this one, but do we have to, like...
I think we.
Uh,
I think we don't. I think this isn't like a press all testimony.
Yeah.
Last.
I was gonna say, can we look at, like, the evidence and stuff?
All right.
Is there anything that you can get with my... Because I was gonna put, like, the freaking button, like, because it was ripped off, but, like, the knife was, like, at the button that was ripped off, but it still has so much blood on it, so, like, the button wouldn't the button have been ripped off before, so there wouldn't have been blood on it? Or is that... Am I making that sound complicated?
Yeah, I think you're thinking too hard.
Okay, well... But I know... What about, like, that fucking glass of tomato juice?
What about it?
It was, like, next to him, and, like... I'm trying to... Okay, hold on. I don't know what to...
Would you like to phone a friend?
Can I phone Mr. Hyper Trent?
Alright, sure.
Here he is. Here he is. Oh my fucking god.
Hey, dude! What? Hey, can you help? Can you help my friend here? He's kind of, they're kind of struggling with the, they want to know what the answer to this thing is. What are you talking about? I don't know. Jay, what are we talking about again?
We're on the trial for the Jammin' Ninja case.
Oh, yeah. We're doing the Jammin' Ninja case. One where, like, Matt on guard's defendant. Oh, that one, it's the premeditated murder part. That's the thing that's sus. Okay, thanks. Alright, so he says premeditated murder is it's like the statement.
Yeah, but we just pressed this, so we probably have to present something, so...
Okay, well, hear me out, right? So, follow my logic. So, I'm going to assume you know what premeditated murder means, right?
And these was, like, planned out.
Yeah, I mean, it was... Okay, yeah. But yeah, no, that's actually right. Yeah, basically it means, like, it's a planned out murder. So, if that's where the statement is wrong, then what kind of evidence are we looking for?
I'm just trying to, like, connect this in my head, and the fact that we're on stream is just making me feel pressured.
I know. Alright, I'll give you a helping push. You need to find evidence that basically proves that Matt on guard did not fucking plan this out. Basically, he half-assed this murder. Like, this was not premeditated.
He wasn't, like, he didn't even know that it was a fucking thing after the show. And, like, I have to present fucking that. Well, he didn't know there was a thing, so he wasn't in his costume? I don't fucking...
Right.
I'm thinking too hard about this.
Alright, read the description of the knife.
Oh yeah, fuck, that is it. Because Gatewater, it's the hotel. You couldn't have bought the knife if it's a hotel knife.
Alright, there you go. Okay. Anyway.
I'm dumb.
No,
I'm the dumb version of
right.
Phoenix. Let's go.
No, it's alright, you know, it's Phoenix, right? It takes some brain power to figure this out, but hey, you know.
Listen, I'm an art major.
You'll get him next time, Jay. Anyway, now's your time. Now's your time to shine.
Let me present it.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Put it!
Objection!
Yeah,
Wait, slam. Wait a second.
Bam!
What?
So the basis of your argument is that this was a premeditated murder. Is simply that my client, though, bought a knife beforehand?
Well, that's right, pal. The defendant
Did not buy this knife.
Huh?
Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Huh? It has a Gatewater seal set into the handle. Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
That's the name of the hotel. The Gatewater Hotel.
It's the name of the hotel, you dumb bitch.
Uh-oh.
Slam. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel.
Your salary.
Which means this murder is not premeditated.
It's not premeditated, not premeditated.
Oh my
Oh my god.
Oh, yes, it's very true. This is a very big... what is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless.
What?
What?
Oh, tisk tisk, my little sprout. I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined.
Oh.
How so?
Oh,
Why'd you call me fucking Sprout?
oh, my theme song's playing. You're fucked. I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this.
Oh.
But I didn't. Oh.
Stop bullying Gumshoe.
The question
Mr. Red,
is,
you're a nice man.
where did this knife come from?
The
Well,
fucking
why, that's
hotel?
obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Karita's room. Oh. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect.
What?
There are too many bears, Your Honor! The victim ate her last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table.
Fucking...
Ah! There's a knife and fork on the table! Then, where in the world did this knife come from? Oh, if it pleases the court and the defense, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt on guard. Especially what was on top of his table.
Jesus fuck.
There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife? Oh, I wonder where that possibly have gone. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt on guard's knife was missing. Mr. On guard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife off, or why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, he's so fucking cool. God, I miss you so much. Jesus, you're so awesome. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliantly clear deduction. That knife was, in fact, from the other room. God, he's such a fucking genius. How does he do it? How does he do it? How does he do it? Man, you need to be more like him, Mr. Wright.
It seems Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. Slam.
A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court.
Evidence not yet shown? He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet, idiot. New evidence?
What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright?
Well... Phoenix. The judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, the gavel of his will be ringing out the sound of our defeat.
Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court?
Yes? Slam. There's one piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see.
Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. I could literally slam my gavel right now, walk outside, and go get some Subway. What could possibly delay my sandwich, Mr. Wright? However, I'm giving you one chance, and only one. What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here.
If I mess this up, it's the curtains for all of us.
Holy shit! Okay. Alright, right, there we go. You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what?
Why the fuck do I get this game?
What is this important evidence that you must show to the court?
What the fuck?
Well, luckily we saved, so you have pretty much infinite tries here.
What the fuck?
All right. So think about last stream. Think about last stream. What was something that was like off?
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to think. Literally, the only thing that's like sticking in my head is like, tomato juice. It's so dumb.
The tomato juice?
I'm not clicking that right now. I just need to think.
All right.
Give me a second. Cause like, whenever we were talking to, the manager, it's like, I know we unlocked some stuff about that, but like, we learned that the tabloid was important, but she was saying it was like all fake or something like that. So I'm trying to think of like,
I mean, if you remember from like the last stream, it was like the wine glass that was like pointed out whenever we were investigating like Karita's room with Gumshoe, right?
the wine glass?
Yeah.
Like that. Oh, I was like the tomato juice glass.
Yes,
I forgot it was like called wine glass in the evidence. I was like, no, there's no wine glass. There's a tomato juice glass.
Yeah, my guy, that's full of tomato juice.
Hey, shut up. I'm trying my best, okay? Yeah, that's like the only thing that I could like.
I mean, we got infinite saves, so fuck it. Ride or die.
Tomato juice.
Ride or die.
Take that.
This is a wine glass, is it not?
Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. Please. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant?
Yeah.
Okay. The vase was broken. His makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see a point.
However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over, along with everything else, was this wine glass. Tomato juice glass.
Could you excuse me for un momento?
See.
Talk about life or something for like
Tomato juice.
seconds. I don't know.
Bro. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. I'm very sorry, Steve. I'm trying my best.
You're doing great. You're doing great. All right. Anyway, yeah, let's proceed.
This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Bitch. Well, what do you all have to say?
Yes, it is a little peculiar.
Yes, isn't it? I thought it was.
You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog's eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth? What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion? You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass.
What?
It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. Does sound very plausible. Mr. Wright?
Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking?
Bullshit.
There's no way.
There's no way. No fucking way in hell. No way. No way.
If I appear weak here, trial's over.
Yeah.
I can look for my proof later.
Yeah, just bluff. Just lie in the court of law.
Yes. Yes, which I have sworn not to do. For now.
I mean, to be fair, they didn't put him under oath.
I should just trust my instinct and point with certainty.
Yeah, point his finger.
They just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough.
Yeah, like social and philosophical debate, this bitch.
The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table.
Yeah, motherfucker.
You've turned the
How
situation
about
on
you
its...
show us something? How about you show us something?
You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim?
Yeah, fucker.
There's no way he has any.
There's
He's
no
just
way.
bluffing. Takes one, no one.
Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it.
Bullshit.
Excuse me.
Oh, Tisk Tisk, you're not thinking hard enough today, right? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice?
Then
Of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints.
fingerprints.
Fingerprint.
Fingerprints.
There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only
Bitches wear
one?
gloves, Edward.
Well, whose were they? They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were one of Adrian Andrews.
What?
Bro, bitches wear gloves.
That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright?
I can't believe I fell into another trap.
Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Kurita.
Oh my god, he's dead.
But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and shut the glass down on the dresser.
Oh no, it's drawn. You know it's true.
What you just said makes a lot of sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Now do you see, right? You can't change any part of my scenarios. It explains everything all too well.
Well, maybe you're dumb.
Hey, at least I'm not whipping you. I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I've come to discover. Wait a second. Mr. Edgeworth, I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. But, Your Honor...
No, he needs to prove his point.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from.
What?
Another witness?
Bro, this is like some
Yes.
Apollo album shit.
Bailiff!
Please
Please bring in the West Nick. Please. You're fucking making me.
No.
All right. Anyway, bailiff, please bring in the next witness.
Yeah, fuck you, Edgeworth. Tripping over your words. I'll
Shut
shoot
up,
something
Mia, you're
that's
dead.
long and hard. What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking?
Bro, who cares? It gives us another chance.
Oh fuck.
No.
Oh, no.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh no, no, Abby, run away, Abby, run away.
Shush, 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 shush.
Witness!
Slam.
Your name and occupation, please. Ah!
He actually got. Oh,
G-O-T-C-H-A!
Oh no.
No fucking Christ almighty! I thought today was supposed to be fun!
You called her up. Like,
Yeah,
you were so calm earlier, Edgeworth. And you were the one who wanted to call her up, so this is on you, bitch. Wonder what happened.
Oh, Edgy boy! It's been what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me!
Please,
I saw the report with a testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand?
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh no.
So today,
please shut
I'm
up.
gonna tell you anything and everything. Everything that don't have to do with that terrible crime.
No, please.
Oh,
please
no,
shut
no,
up.
no,
I want
no.
I want to get out of here, please. Please, mommy, save me,
No,
please.
no.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all the court needs to know.
I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Interrupt us, Gramps! Yes, madam.
No, please, by all means, interrupt her, please!
The only one that can call him that, bitch. Get your hands off him.
Anyway, witness, your testimony, please.
He loses his accent when he's stressed.
It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now
Please shut
then,
up.
what should I start with?
The witness
dying.
was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag?
Please die. Please die.
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to
What?
handle.
You
Wait, are
mean
you crushing on Juan too?
you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone's crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Carita.
But
Hold
they're
on, let
the
me
same
hold on.
age.
Let me find an image of this man real quick. Hold on.
They're the same age.
Good lord.
Hold on.
Must
Yeah,
I?
Juan Carita.
There, that's Juan Carita. There, anyway.
Oh wait, no, I was looking it up myself.
Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Oh, that's definitely not stalker behavior. Very well. Please tell us the court, what you witnessed the night of the murder.
He looks
Leave it to
okay.
me, Edgy Poo.
Welcome back, Oldbag.
No.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard! Not on guard! He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
So Mr. On Guard came out from the victim's room.
See, it has to be him! He's the murderer!
I can't wait to see how this goes wrong. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Well, have fun.
Okay, so I'm looking at images of Juan. Like, he exists. He is a man that I can look at for an extended period of time.
Go to the next one. Press. Hold it!
Man is-
Something you were interested in? And just what was that?
It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. Oh, and Edgy Poo, of course.
He's dead.
Miss
Yeah,
Edgeworth,
Juan's-
what is this thing she was interested in? I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor.
Gossip?
But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony later.
It looks like we shouldn't force it right now.
And
Nah,
the witness
force it.
and did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time?
The whole time. Go to the next one. Press. Hold it! Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The murder came out of Juan's room. He was
Joe Biden.
Yes? He
Obama.
was...
I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
What?
Oh, what I want to give to have Francisca's whip about right now.
You're telling me.
Well, I guess I can tell you. He was such a bad boy anyway.
What? What? Please stop being down bad. Please.
Press this?
Yeah. Hold it! You saw my client? Are you sure about that? Hold on, I gotta say it like John Cena. Are you sure about that?
Yesy!
Really?
Annoying brat! When I say I saw someone, I saw that person!
Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further. The person...
Oh,
the person's closed because it said the button was found in the CAPCOM. So
Yeah.
if it wasn't, yeah.
Also, you remember Turnabout Samurai when it was like,
It was definitely Will Powers!
when in fact it was
Yes.
just someone in a Steel Samurai costume?
Yes, yes. Please tell the court about the man closed in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are! Really as if something like that matters.
But it does.
What was it? Oh yes, it was that thing!
What?
What
Thing.
That gaudy
Mm,
thing he's
that-
always wearing, that racing jacket.
The red one? You shut your bitch ass up. That looks good. I mean, it'll look
He
better
was
on
wearing
me,
that
but,
in the
like,
detention center too.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons! Ha! Men.
I mean,
But
and men. Men
Right.
can also be seduced by the coat.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
It was very important. Slam. Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Objection! Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important.
Don't you see it, Edgeworth?
No.
Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket to be appended to her testimony.
I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright. Witness, please.
Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show.
Chris. Hold it. Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket?
What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it.
People have other clothes, man.
She is so sure of herself that it's to the point of self-absorption.
I don't know, something's telling me that he wasn't in the racing jacket.
She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying. That's bad for us. Really bad.
Really
But
bad.
that's how the human mind is. It also has a tendency to jump off topic. She strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right?
No! No, Mia, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's because
Mia,
you're not the one who has to
please
question
go back
her.
to being dead. Mia, please go back to being dead, Mia.
Well... Can I look at the evidence? Can I look at some of the pictures that they have? Like, in the evidence?
Oh, sure. Give me a second.
Okay. Not that one. That's the map. Okay, gotcha. Wouldn't you? No, because that's his costume. He would have been wearing his costume.
Yeah.
So, go to the last statement and present that.
This photo?
Yes. Objection!
Oh.
Slam. What the fuck? No, so it's a statement.
Well, the health bar's still showing up, so
I
you know what that means.
thought I got it.
No, you're on the right track. You're on the right track, yeah. No,
You're
that's...
just presenting the wrong evidence
it.
because, of course, you are because
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, it's just this is just another the bullshit Phoenix Wright thing. Because no, you're definitely on the right track. Like, you know,
What the fuck?
he's clearly wearing the Nickel Samurai costume, but I'm pretty sure there's like evidence that better points out the fact that he was wearing it on that night. So that's what you gotta look for.
The fucking, Wait, go back. Well, yeah, the press conference ticket, because he was gonna talk. Right? He was gonna talk. Objection. Oh, fuck.
Wah, wah.
What the fuck?
Alright, you want me to just tell you the answer? Because, honestly, I mean, I don't blame you for this one, because this one's kind of, yeah.
Just go.
It's the button, because it was found as a comment. You got the contradiction right. You got the contradiction right. It's just, Phoenix Wright semantics just kind of got you there.
What the fuck?
Here you go. Say the line, Bart.
Objection.
You thought you
Miss
had to
Oldbag.
press the banana. No.
What? Don't say my name for no reason!
Do you know what this is?
Ah! It's button number 2 on the Jammin' Ninja's costume!
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here! Give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this!
Oh no, a toy gun. She really is a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Engard's body during a full body search.
See? See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal on guard.
It was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai hakama pants.
See? See? And on guard is Nickel Samurai.
Slam. Witness? Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Engard, was wearing his, quote, usual racing jacket? Yeah, bitch, put that helmet back on.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Silence! You judge people based on what they wear! If I were the trendiest director, maybe you'd think I was the most gorgeous ever, but I sound was ridiculous of the outfit. You realize how much it's hideous, right? I got a tape recorder stuck on my chest. Let me tell you, it's heavy! So maybe I wish we would switch to CD's 80s move. I'm keeping that dream alive for those kids out there. I was talking about smiley face, don't you understand? Take a look at that mirror. Your clothes are about as interesting as a documentary on curling. You should take a tip from Edgy Puno. He's got style!
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
I didn't miss her, you know.
Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. On Guard, the man, but Mr. On Guard, the Nickel Samurai.
But when you think about it,
Oh my fucking god, not this shit again. God damn it.
they're really one and the same anyway. No, they're not!
Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgy Poo, do you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth considering.
Just say it's important and agree with me for a change.
Witness! Think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you test them. We're not doing this bullshit again. Oh, it definitely was Will Powers, but it was really fucking Steel Sam. Anyone can fucking wear a costume. Come the fuck on, man.
Alright, if you insist.
Should be the one sighing, not you. Nasty fucking bitch.
Who I saw.
Oh, yeah.
On guard, on guard. Yes, now I remember! The Nickel Samurai, that's right, it was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, would have to been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
I knew it. Slam. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
What?
But-
Stop being weird.
But the possibility does exist, and don't fucking call me.
Ah, youngins today. I told you there's no way it was anyone else.
How do you know that?
Because I said so, and what I say is the truth.
It's not how that works. At least it's just as delightful as a witness as she was a year ago. Also, only one person is allowed to call me that name.
God fucking damn it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Mr. Wright, I don't think you should cross-examine the witness. I think she should go to jail for perjury.
Next. Next person. Chris? Hold it. And why would that be?
That way no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more. Bitch.
You are such an annoying child, and all that! You disagree with everything I say!
Isn't that what you're always doing to me?
I got it! Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume!
Well, is there anything that I could present to say that he, like, didn't know about it, or do I have to present the fucking ticket?
I mean,
Do I have to present that?
I don't think you have to right now, but it wouldn't hurt to press.
Okay, well, press it. Hold it. Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly jester thing.
And that included the Jammin' Ninja?
Of course it included him! That's why when a guard came out of Dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway.
What?
Okay.
What? When there be... I guess press? Hold it! So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai.
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
Can I throw in the towel yet? You don't need to think too hard on this one. Huh? There's a contradiction in her testimony and it's sitting in plain sight. The question is, what that contradiction means for us. Can you just point it out for me, please?
Yeah, oh my fucking
Can you
God,
please
Mia.
just tell
Oh
me,
my
Mia?
God.
I have to figure it out first, but okay, you could just
Mia
make my
is the
life
most
easier.
annoying- Like, I hate
The
Mia.
fucking contradiction.
Okay, before we
Do I have to do that now?
before we continue, apparently we have to press this statement because
I have to. Fuck. Okay.
no,
fine.
there's just a funny response for this one.
Oh,
apparently.
okay. Hold it. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not.
Not too long ago? Now let me ask you this. When you were itty bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
My dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the People's Public Court. So what?
See? And look at where you are now. You're no Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
Well,
What I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
yes, you fucking can.
Like,
Since when did
you mean the
court
5
become
minutes
theatrics
ago?
over testimonies?
All that
I
matters is
can't-
that man was inside the costume. Isn't that enough?
What the fuck?
Apollyon just fucking eats people's souls and then like tries like Apollyon, what the fuck? And he's just like, Father, I can't be held for my actions in the past. That was a different
It's
person.
like, Andre, that was 5 fucking minutes ago. Anyway, okay,
Now
here's
do I have to present some?
no, I'd see the contradiction here, but I'll let you figure it out.
He had to go to the post. Yeah, he had to. So that's what I'm confused about because he said he didn't know that there was even a post-ceremony show, but I don't know how to use the
Well,
evidence for that.
I don't think that's it, cause like they would have given us like an affidavit or something if that was the answer, but there's like no evidence that has anything to do with that or not.
Come on, dude, come on, it'd be so much easier.
All right, think about this statement right here. I'll give you some light signals. So this is a statement where something is wrong, right? Think about it.
Yeah, because well, she said he was wearing a fucking race jacket, but she already is arguing against us about that. So he's just saying like.
All right, but say he was wearing the Nickel Samurai costume.
But the button was, the button was found in his suit Hakama. Does he have gloves on? Wouldn't that the knife? What?
He does have gloves
I
on.
thought they were fingerless though.
The fucking fingerprints.
So the present.
That's what I think. I guess I present it. Objection!
Also, Miss Felix, the woman is insane.
Please take a look at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife, big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, that's not my intention at all.
That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it. Is that what you're driving at?
That is exactly what I'm driving at.
What are we driving at? Whose car are we driving? Can I have shotgun?
First of all, sorry, no, shotgun's my seat. Second of all, it will be Edgeworth's car. Third of all, if Mr. Engard was really in a Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, slam, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Crow?
Sorry, somebody's being a little annoying. Not you, Felix. Somebody's being a bit annoying right now, and I need to deal with it.
Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off. Oh my god, my fingerprints!
Oh,
What
that's
do you
right!
mean you can't?
The Nickel Samurai
What do
wears
you mean
gloves!
you can't handle it?
Ooh, yeah, get it.
The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? Objection! He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing!
Objection! No, object your ass! And why would he do something like that, to leave his prints on the murder weapon? Slam. There's no way he would do something like that.
However, there is one possibility!
Then let's hear your possibility!
It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant had held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off. But
What the fuck?
the murder still did take place. It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. Yes, I've heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
Let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Slam. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you babbling about?
Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Engard was the killer. If that's the case,
Hypothetically,
I think it's possible. I think it's possible for the killer to have gone through the victim's room without intent. Let's just scroll through the evidence real quick.
Just for the sillies, let's assume my defendant did kill people. Just to be silly.
Let's just assume. Okay, so I have to figure out why he would go into his room without any intention.
No. You're trying to disprove that, actually.
Oh, I have to prove that he did have intention?
Yeah.
I
I mean, I think this one's pretty easy, honestly. But
Well, don't say that.
I'll let you figure it out.
say that, you're gonna make me feel stupid.
No, don't worry. It's you'll get it. You'll get it.
Yeah, no, Trent, like, my biggest, like, not annoyance, but, like, something that hurts me the most as, like, a person is when people are like, oh, yeah, how do you not get this? It's so easy.
I
And
never
that's not
said
what
how
said.
do you not get
I
this.
know, I know.
No, you said
I
it was
know-
simple.
Yeah, no, I know that's not what you. No, try. I know that's not what you said word for word, but I'm just letting you know.
Okay,
You-
I get it. Enough. All right. So Jay, think about it.
Yeah.
So think about it this way. So Edgeworth's argument is that man on guard just waltzed right over there, was gonna have a friendly chat with him. They got
And
into
then murdered him.
Yeah. All right. But how is that a load of fucking bullshit?
Is it the the drama that happened with like the I feel bad saying drama about like the S word, but
Oh, it's not that.
it's not that? Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, fuck.
I'll
I'm
give you a
trying
hint.
to think.
It's something Edgeworth himself argued earlier.
Huh?
It's his brilliant deduction, quote unquote.
He was just saying, well, like, I remember them saying, like, oh yeah, they've got bad blood, and why would you, like, they don't like each other, blah blah blah. It's like, they have no reason to, well, fuck. I feel so dumb right now.
That's good, that's good.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No,
Alright.
We all have our moments. It's okay.
I'm dumb.
No, it's okay, buddy.
No, it's not. No.
Would you like me to bestow you the answer? Spare you this pain?
Just go. Just do it.
Alright. If Edgeworth
Just kill me.
Just fucking...
if Edgeworth
Just end me
yeah.
right now.
Edgeworth theory is a bunch of bullshit because why would it bring a knife?
Okay.
You don't bring a knife to a room without being not friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking do it. Take that. This knife. This was used by Mr. Ngard at dinner.
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means that if my client was, in fact, the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to a visit Mr. Corrida.
I suppose.
However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. Slam. If that were true, then why would he bring a fucking knife? He wouldn't, would he? Bitch.
Maybe it was just for shit and
Which
giggles?
means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1!
You dumb whore.
And one more thing to add on top of that. If the
One more
murderer was
thing, you dumb little bitch.
If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder,
Yeah.
there should be glove marks left on the knife.
Yeah,
Slam.
you dumb bitch.
Which means the defendant's fingerprint should be all over like bees on a knife! Bees.
Oh, this one's... Oh, it's cocoa beans.
And that brings me to my final point.
Okay, cocoa beans.
This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Oh my fucking god! Also, being quite stupid, it takes them a while to get this evidence.
Order, I say! Order! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
To frame Matt Engard! It's
Because
to frame my
he's
client, Mr.
not-
Engard, of course.
To frame... Objection! Aren't you forcing this interpretation just a little too hard this time?
Objection!
Didn't you just force an interpretation?
But we just established that the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume. And if that were true, then
Yeah,
there shouldn't be a
costume,
single
bitch.
fingerprint on this knife.
Yeah, bitch.
Ah! Witness! Looks like I made your life a tiny bit more difficult, haven't you, Pooh? Witness.
Hey, Trent.
What?
So Felix has just told me that he can't hate Wendy Oldbag because you're giving her too good of a voice.
Oh. Well.
Good job, I guess. I don't know.
Alright. Thank you, Felix. Alright. Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
And saying you mixed up Mr. Engard with the nickel samurai, his character on TV? Fucking
Yeah, no wonder you
idiot.
fucking
But I mean,
forgot
I can't really do anything about that now! Look, I was waiting around in front of the doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
But, huh? She wasn't waiting for the nickel samurai? Alright then.
Yeah.
Who were you waiting around for then?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
Oh my god. Was Juan actually in? No fucking way.
I have a feeling that you are waiting for Mr. Juan Corrida. Am I correct, witness?
The way you think, you're a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
But
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? Excuse me? You want to fucking
No.
fight?
Oldbag
Yeah,
was
this
waiting
kid-
around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida. Maybe. Maybe
you do the
Phoenix-
accent every time.
Yes. Maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person. Who the fuck is that person? You just say
your
that person.
Yeah,
me,
Maybe
when
she
your
was-
mom, me. Okay.
you could do anything.
If it's who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss
Yeah, Mia,
Oldbag,
please shut the fuck up. I fucking hate Mia. Please, like.
you were
stop,
waiting
please.
for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? It's Andrews. Adrian.
Adrian!
Yeah.
Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Engard's manager.
Yeah, the lesbian.
Why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Oh, this is... Oh, well, this is... I see. Ooh.
Also, correction, she is an ace lesbian. Okay. The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing.
Oh, my. Ooh, spicy. Ooh. And this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's Adrian Andrews? Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Yeah, bitch.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sword of confidentiality stuff then.
Witness, what in the world are you...
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
Fuck.
What for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Fuck.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
Yeah, Edgeworth.
I really
Yeah,
don't want
bitch.
to do this.
Yeah, Jorth, what are you gonna do? What are you
I
gonna do, bitch?
really don't want to do this.
Maybe you
do
shouldn't
it.
have called her up to the fucking witness stand, you dumb whore.
Maybe you shouldn't have taken Von Karma's
Yeah, maybe you
place.
should have. Yeah, maybe you should have just let your.
Maybe you shouldn't be walking around with an ass so fine it will send people on fire, right? Anyway, however, I cannot simply let this point slide.
I guess I'll accept that compliment.
Mr. Wright, I think you two need to may have a talk after the trial.
Very
Very well then.
Keep that in mind.
Witness,
I mean, it
please,
has been like a year.
please testify about this secret information.
Get ready! This is gonna take the wind out of you youngins!
I'm sure we're all
Did she, like,
capable of
shut the
handling
fuck
this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old.
Yeah, Edgeworth is
I-
unbelievably gay.
Correction, I am of age.
I see.
That on guard is one evil, evil man! He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal! So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action.
I
Oh,
can't
this is top
condone
secret,
such
you got
dirty
that?
tricks.
No one else will owe me no in, okay?
It's in the whole court that's watching.
Yeah, you just fucking disclosed this to the entire courtroom. Okay. The defendant sent his manager? What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip! And isn't there a saying? The truth is never pleasant.
Never heard that one before.
You know, maybe the truth would be pleasant if you'd actually fucking give it to us.
Mr. Hedgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is, in fact, baseless gossip. Oh, who would have fucking thunk it? But
Oh,
should
I
this-
assure you, it's quite.
But should this be true, then this proves the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
God, sorry, I had to get that fucking fly out of my room. Okay. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. And smash something else later.
Now then, Mr.
All right,
Mr. Wright,
buddy.
hold on
All
now.
right,
Hold on now. You may cross examine the
in the
witness.
court. Order with the fucking defense. Jesus
Hey,
Christ, call him
Hey, how do you hear my thoughts? I didn't say that out loud.
Oh.
Yeah, shut up. Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now.
That's right! A guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth!
Well, as the old
Is there any
saying
youth
goes,
you know that's not foul-blooded, Shoddy?
you've gotta burn old bags with fire. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Highway to the danger zone.
Oh my god, you're so old.
Highway to the
I mean, it's a
danger zone.
banger, okay?
Highway to the danger zone. Okay, next.
Let her sing, man.
Chris?
Hold that guy.
Hold it! A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much. And I'm not even in middle school anymore.
Well, that god thought he could own a monopoly on popularity.
Chris. Hold it! You don't have any proof that Mr. Guard did any such thing.
You must be suffering from shock. The shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right!
Please shut up.
You're right, I can't do anything, but boy do I wish I could do something about you.
Alright then, Sonny, show me what you got! Can you show me proof that On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
I'm trying to... no. What? Not now. I don't have anything to offer.
See? Just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You send me a proof graph, say whatever I want, whenever I want, shut it, boy!
Me and my big mouth.
That's the way a cookie crumbles, so you know anyway.
Wait. Back. Chris. Hold it! So what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you youngins need.
You were going to teach her a good lesson.
I was gonna make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun! Like this! No, stop!
Judge, that's not... Okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's a toy. What the hell are you babbling about? Well, it was too bad the woman didn't come through the door that night.
Didn't come to... Huh? Wait. she said she didn't come through the door, but he sent her... Hold it, wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. Slam. If that's true, then how do you know the secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drill a hole in my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did Obek get secret piece of information? I'm trying to think. Well, I'm trying to think. Secret piece of information. Does that have anything to do with, like, the camera? Because wasn't it stolen?
Oh,
Tabloid article?
Hello?
So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that!
Witness! I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? The camera! Take that! Bitch. The investigative photographer. Lot of heart.
Oh, yes. I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing?
On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outright impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No. I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
Ah, that's it. That's the note.
No, you see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of grocery supply!
Bitch.
Then you're the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of wands, that's why! That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil Ungard. She said so herself. Ungard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Auntie Pooh, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
That was a good one.
Well, it only was a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once.
She looks like she's really sorry. But I'm not! No! Pile on
fuck
the
her!
pressure! If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Slam. Witness! You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Well, why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper for that terrible lonely trash can, that's all!
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it!
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Oldbag. I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. Do I have to present the camera?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if she stole the note, she stole the camera, right? Because the note was in the camera.
Yeah, I guess. Take that! I don't like how the bar's still there. Miss Oldbag! That note was with the camera inside its case, wasn't it?
A camera?
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like,
huge big.
My sweetie, $1,600 camera disappeared on me.
Jesus fuck. I mean, yeah, cameras are
God,
expensive.
you
but
captured
Jesus
the
fuck.
accent way too well. Holy shit.
Why? Witness! What is it, Gramps?
Slam. If you have the note, then is it only logical that you have the camera, too?
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? You don't look like this upset a person, you know? I still eat meals like you, I fall in love, and borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I didn't know what sort of picture she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
No, it's fucking not.
Oh my god. Bailiff! Check the camera's photos. Hurry! We must examine that at once.
Okay, examine the photos.
Do we ever actually see what the bailiff looks like? Like, ever?
Like in full sprite form? No.
Nope.
Damn.
The closest you'll get is
Wow.
Officer Meekins, my beloved. I fucking love
Yeah.
Officer Meekins. He's a
Well,
little man.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court! This is a nickel samurai!
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the defendant is in it, or that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Ungard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that's the case, then this Nickel Samurai is... Oh... the defendant.
Shut the fuck up.
Edgeworth, please.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly.
No!
Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. And then I can get that. Footlong BLT! Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I'll put Maya's life in jeopardy. If I can't make a mistake here, there's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took, there's something strange with it. Slam. There's something strange with this photo.
This photo.
I knew this was coming, right?
You
Your
shut up.
thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we can all agree that there's nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
What is that?
Debunk with a bunker bust. Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright?
Slam. Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance. God fucking damn it.
Look.
One chance, Mr. Wright.
Hold on, I'm gonna lean close to the computer. I can look at the fucking picture. Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts?
Talking about Lotta or...
Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange? Alright. We can't fucking look at the evidence? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. So... I was going to... Oh, shit. Alright.
Those pixels.
So just remember the Nickel Samurai. The Nickel Samurai is the subject of the photo here. What's something that's, like, strange about the Nickel Samurai?
Give me a second. I'm looking at
Wait, what the fuck? What is the weird bear in the corner?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. But,
that's Juan Corrida's bear.
He likes bears.
Yeah,
That's his thing.
He really likes
bear.
bears. It's his thing. Juan Corrida.
It's the
Is that the guy
bear.
who was murdered?
Fedipa's bear.
He's dead. He really likes Fetty Fazbear, bro. He really likes Fetty. He's a big fan. He's a big fan.
Five Nights
Yeah,
at
I think this
Freddy's.
Full screen.
Oh, but I really want to see a picture of the fucking Nichols. Hold on, give me a second.
Hang on. You know what? I'm gonna do you a favor here, and I can't.
You okay, buddy?
Can't load the save file. I have to. I cannot go anywhere without presenting something.
Maybe. What? It doesn't. Wait, does it? PC. Wasn't he taller? Look at the pants. They're like sagging. Yeah.
You want me to present the
Well, I
sag
mean-
part?
Yes.
Oh, we gotta present something.
Take that. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
What are you pointing to? His ankles?
Yeah, the sexy
Wait, he's
ankles.
too short.
If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
And well, what does that mean?
That ruins
The costumed person in this photo could not have been Mr. Engard.
What's the meaning of this? Objection! I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is.
Shut up.
Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. I wish I could have fucking done that earlier. Yeah, look at his fucking foot! Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama.
His socks? You can see his socks.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. However, in this photo,
No socks.
the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his Akama up just to walk. Slam.
He's a short.
There's only one
dude.
There's only one explanation for this,
He's
Your
a
Honor.
dwarf.
He's a short king. The
He's
person inside this
shrunk.
costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant.
He Mighty Morphin
Alright.
Power Rangers, and he's shrinking in this.
Alright, I think I have turned things around for myself this time. Again.
Turn the case around.
That's curious.
We gotta turn
Huh?
the case.
What is? Edgeworth is unusually calm today. That's true.
Yeah, he kind of just came back from not dying. So
He's just
I'd be
letting the
pretty
trial
cool.
run itself as he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that?
Along for the
I can
ride,
only
if you know
guess-
what I mean.
I guess I can only that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He doesn't
Maybe he
feel
doesn't.
under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all?
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If this person in the photo was not mad on God, then everything the prosecution is trying to prove has become meaningless!
Your Honor, I don't
Your
know.
Honor, I get pretty privilege.
Your Honor, I'm British.
I
I'm
figured,
just better.
I figured it would come to this.
What?
Right.
Wouldn't you just... Okay.
I have something I want to ask you.
Yeah.
I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt on God. In that
Who the
case,
fuck is it? Because I have no idea.
who
That's-
is this a photo
No,
of?
that's what I was thinking earlier, because fucking, Old Bag fucking said that Adrian Andrews was fucking going in the room and she didn't see her get out, and she saw the Nickel Samurai go into the room, so it has to be Adrian Andrews.
Alright. Well,
Yes. Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. Very simple. Then fucking
Shut
tell
up,
me!
Mia. Yeah, shut up, Mia.
What you
Like,
should be
actually,
focused on is
shut up.
Edgeworth's attitude, don't you
Hate
think?
her, hate her guts, hate her guts.
Yeah, normally whenever he's like this, it usually means he's in a different way frustrated.
It's no witness!
it means
Why is he
you're
so
going to be
calm?
sleeping on the couch tonight.
Fuck.
No, not the
Mr.
cow,
Wright,
no,
let's
no.
hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph?
It's Adrian Andrews. Take that!
Can you identify the person in the photograph?
Adrian Andrews?
If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman.
And why
This
would you
bitch.
say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her?
For starters,
The
she's
evidence.
short, and she can
Wow.
freely move in and out of Mr. Ingard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Ingard that night.
No, you should have just said for one thing she's short, then nothing else.
And how does that all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item.
It means she's
A
short.
certain knife with Mr. Ingard's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used is a murder weapon! Why don't you just say what it is you want, right?
I want you to make out with me right now.
Right,
Wow.
the judge.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around.
I mean, you can do it in front of the owl.
Fine.
Okay,
The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian
Oh,
Andrews in the
Bagel,
murder
mind
of
that.
Juan.
That's the issue.
In murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Juan Corrida.
Juan Corrida.
Order! 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 It looks like the trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
It's time to turn the case over.
Yes, Your Honor. This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict
A
cannot
what?
be passed without first hearing her testimony.
Trent, you're the law boy. What's a subpoena?
Basically, it means the witness has to come and testify. It's like an official order for testimony.
Oh. It's a get your ass in here card.
Yeah. Alright,
Mm.
this is it. This is kind of bad for us. What the fuck?
Shut up!
What do you mean? If
Yeah,
Adrian
please,
Andrews is
please
summoned to
just-
the court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Wait, what?
If I don't get a verdict today, then my
Now
just
then.
let her, literally just let her die, dude.
We shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for
No.
tomorrow.
Like,
what am I
actually just let
supposed
her
to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court.
Well, we gotta fucking raise an objection, otherwise my ass is gonna fucking die.
Yeah, but
Not let her.
Excuse me, I'm actually getting McDonald's tomorrow. Can we like postpone this a little bit?
Yeah, man, that BLT, man, I already ordered it on the app. I have to go pick it up.
I ordered
Now
like
that...
6 of them. It's gonna take
Objection!
all day.
Oh,
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today.
why? I can't do that.
Because I'm
because I'm
baby.
an impatient little bitch.
We can't hit what...
because
Hold it!
Oh.
I abhor wasting such valuable time.
I don't want to know the day on the job. Tomorrow I have to go to
Edgeworth?
I don't know.
Tomorrow I'm going to a gay meetup.
Oh,
Tomorrow I have
Your
to go
Honor! I request that you please continue with today's trial.
It's like, I have a meetup.
But my sandwich! We cannot continue due to this unexpected development! Oh, tisk.
Your Honor.
Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. Wait, what do you mean by that?
I'm actually out of here.
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan. Even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. Love you,
Please
babe.
shut up. I
I
love you, sweetheart, but please shut the fuck up.
was gonna take you to wine and cheese later.
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby.
Wait,
She
what
is
are
the
you
next
saying?
witness.
Oh wow, okay. Thanks,
Everything-
honey, I guess.
Everything was planned out in advance by that man. Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly. Very well. We'll call the next witness. However,
Your Honor.
before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. Also, does anyone know how far Subway is from the courthouse? Because, like,
I can't.
I mean,
I can look it up.
if I drove up past all the red lights, I could make it. I could get that sandwich. I'm just saying. Your
Turns
Honor.
out there's one. Turns out there's one right next to the gas station. It's like a 2-minute walk.
Awesome. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. All right, let's go.
You just see a judge sprinting out,
Just fucking.
just a little.
booking it.
All right.
Trey, can you do that sound effect again for me real quick?
All right. Let's go.